Hey guys, what is up? SSD Middleman here with GuidesForUsAll, and today I'm going to be doing an updated Commando skill tree setup guide. The original video I made for the level 50 Commando got a lot of support. A lot of people liked it, a lot of people thought it was good, so I figured I'd bring you an updated version now that Ultimate Vault Hunter mode is out and you can be level 61. So I think since the release of Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, the Commando has gotten a huge buff, and you might be wondering what that means. Well, I'm going to show you in just a second. Here is the skill tree setup for the Commando, updated just for you guys. Also, I would recommend having a legendary soldier class mod. That's kind of one of the bases, whatever. I don't know the plural word for that word. It's kind of the basis of this setup. Even though my class mod's only level 50, if you get a level 61 version, it's just going to help you out a lot more. So here's the setup. Obviously, first point into action skill, then you're going to want to put 5 into this to give you more shots fired per burst. Plus, it's going to increase the duration of your turret. You're going to put 5 into reload speed. That's just going to make sure you're always having constant fire on the enemies. You don't have to worry about reloading that often. 5 points into the shield recharge rate and shield recharge delay. This is a must because you don't want your shields to be down that much. You'll just get close to death. Kill skill, killing an enemy increases your gun damage and movement speed for a short time. That's really good because once you kill an enemy, you'll be doing more damage and you'll be running around very quickly, so you'll be able to evade bullets much easier. I find this ability right here is very necessary. Just trust me. Once you start using it, you'll never want to stop using it. Multi-rocket pods to your turret, that's a must. I just put 4 points into this because I needed to get down to the ultimate ability of this class, but basically when your shields are depleted, you get extra gun damage and melee damage. Not a bad skill, but I don't know. I feel like those points could have been used somewhere else. And here, this one adds a second gun to your saber turret and fires slag bullets. Both guns fires slag bullets. So not only does it have 2 guns now, which means it's going to be doing double the damage, it's also going to be firing slag bullets, which in case you didn't know, in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, when an enemy is slagged, you do 3 times the damage to them as opposed to 2 times the damage. So basically, with this ability right here, your turret just got a 2 times increase in damage, plus with the slag, it's another 3 times increase in damage. So it's like a 6 times increase in damage from your turret, plus whenever you have your turret out, you're basically doing triple the damage to enemies, and you never have to worry about carrying around a slag gun or switching to a weapon you don't like just to slag the enemies. This really, really makes the Commando shine in the Ultimate Vault Hunter mode because slag is so important in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode. So I put 3 points into increased gun damage. That's obvious, just increase your gun damage by 32%, increase melee by 24%. I put 1 point into this just because I wanted to get the bonuses from the legendary class mod. This is going to make you swap weapons really fast. You're going to aim down sights much faster, and you're going to move a little bit faster while aiming down sights. I put 5 points into this to get an increased percentage of max health. I put 5 points into this to have higher shield capacity plus health regeneration when my shields are full. Health regeneration is pretty important just because once your shield goes down and your health is low, you're just going to die half the time. So if you have this health regeneration, you're going to constantly be getting your health back while your shields are full outside of combat. And this one right here, I put 4 points into regenerate 4% of your shield capacity per second every time you get a kill. So once you kill an enemy, your shield capacity is going to be recharging 4% every second. I don't know how long it lasts. It just says for a short time. So 1 point into the phalanx shield. You guys should know this. Once you have this ability, your turrets will have a shield around them, and you're going to see why that's really good in just a second, unless you already know. 5 points into this to get the increased cooldown rate. 5 points into this to get a 20% chance of ignoring death, as in if you get shot and that shot would have killed you, you have a 20% chance of just getting half of your maximum health back as opposed to dying. And then the last point is going to go into Gemini, the ultimate ability for the survival tree, which will allow you to deploy 2 saber turrets. So now think about all those turret skills I just had and double them. You're going to have 2 shields on your turrets, you're going to have 2 rocket firing turrets, and you're going to have 2 turrets constantly firing slag upon the enemies while doing 6 times damage. So as you can see, this setup is kind of built around the turrets, but the turrets really do help the Commando get his huge damage numbers out. As you're going to see here, I'm going to demonstrate this in the bar brawl. I am using the B shield, but that's only to demonstrate the possibilities of this. If you really wanted to have the highest damage on your Commando, I'd recommend using the Sandhawk because that thing is just a complete beast, but I have an unkempt Herald right now, so here we go. Let's throw out the turrets. You'll be able to see the 2 shields instantly, and it's going to slag these enemies. Look at how much damage just the turret is doing. That's insane. Look at the turrets just destroying everything. You barely need to do anything. So let's run up and see how the damage is with the Commando, just normally. Look at that. That is B shield, but still, here's non-B shield on Chem Herald. That's pretty awesome. Let's switch over to another weapon. This sniper right here, in case you didn't know, it basically does a lot of damage when you get a headshot, and I'm not going to be able to get a headshot on that stupid Architect because he's headbanging. Thinks he's at a Megadeth concert or something. Ugh, I don't know. We'll try using this. This is a slag weapon. I don't want to be using slag. This shotgun right here is actually pretty awesome. But as you can see, even without the B shield, which it used to be the B shield was kind of a necessity for the Commando just because he couldn't put out those high damage numbers. Now, the Commando can put out those high damage numbers with the increased amount of perks and the power of the turrets. I want to check something real quick, actually. If you have a relic like this that has an increased cooldown rate, you'll be able to use your turrets much more often. And in the bar brawl like this, I'd recommend having a turret upstairs and then a turret downstairs in this room, because it'll pretty much just be having constant fire on all the enemies that continuously respawn. And look at that. Do you see once he gets slagged by my turret, just how much damage I do to that guy? And now imagine if I had the B shield on. Every shot's doing, like, such a huge extra amount of damage. Like, watch this. Look at that. It's completely unfair. The Commando has become an absolute beast with this level 61 update. He's just so much more powerful than he was previously. And he's actually a viable character while playing solo now. It used to be the Commando was more of a support character. He's just kind of going to distract the enemies for your teammates and do an increased amount of gun damage. But he just couldn't put out the DPS numbers that the Gunzerker and the Siren can. But now he can. You can see here with the increased gun damage perks, plus the turrets putting out slag and double guns firing upon the enemies, the Commando is definitely very viable. So, if this video helped you guys out or you enjoyed it, please leave a like down below and subscribe to see more videos in the future. Also, make sure to leave a comment if there's any more guides you'd like me to make on Borderlands 2. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.